to my channel. And now, let's continue on solving the quadratic equation by completing the square. But before that, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell button so you'll be notified for my next video. So let's start. Let's have solving the quadratic equation by completing the square. So first thing that we're going to do is we need to get the value of letter B. Diba no? Its form is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So, atong kaon si B. The value of B is 6. So, B now is equals to 6. And the formula for this is B over 2 squared. Okay, ang kani siya, ato rin i-add on both sides. So we have 6 over 2 squared. 6 divided by 2 is 3 squared. 3 times 3 is 9. So, later on, we're going to add 9 in each side. To continue, for us to be able to solve this equation using completing the square, we need to transpose the positive 8 on the other side. So we can rewrite x squared plus 6x equals, again, if you're going to transpose a positive number on the other side, it will become negative. So it equals negative 8. And now, as what we have solved a while ago, that the half of b, which is 3, and its square is 9, we're going to add it on both sides. So we have x squared plus 6x plus 9 equals negative 8 plus 9. So after this step, we are going to factor out. So, kung matag-discuss sa factoring, we can now apply. Again, tanawa gid si letter C, mangita ka og factor ni letter C nga inig-add nimo ma-equals ni letter B. So, factors of 9, unsa may mga numbers nga inig-multiply nato ma-equal siya ni positive 9. So we have, let's try. Pumilain siguro, it's 3 times 3. So sa 3 of 3, kaysa 6 positive man, so puro siya positive. So, we can write now, x squared man siya, so write x and x. And as what we have said a while ago, it's all positive 3. So plus 3 equals negative 8 plus 9. Since 9 is bigger than negative 8, so we can get positive 1. And so, since we have now its factors and it's the same, what we'll do, we're going to have it in squares. So we have x plus 3 squared equals 1, and then we will apply the square root method. So we will put square root on both sides. Since square, and this is a square root, we can cancel out. So, ang mahabilin, x plus 3 equals positive negative. The square root of 1 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. So, let's continue. We can now solve this quadratic equation. Let's have x plus 3 equals 1, which is positive, and x plus 3 equals negative 1. Again, what we'll do, we are going to transpose it on the other side. So we have x equals 1, transpose positive 3, it will become negative. So it's minus 3. X now is equals to 1 minus 3, it's negative 2. Again, 3 is a negative and it is higher than 1. And on the other side, we have x equals negative 1 transpose a positive 3 on the other side, we have negative 3. And so now x now is equals to negative 1 minus 3 is negative 4. So that's it. That is how you're going to extract or to solve a quadratic equation using completing the square. And now let's have example number 2. The given is 4x squared minus 5x minus 6 equals 0. So first thing that we're going to do, we need to omit or ato yung tantang 64 direct na pita. So para siya matantang, ato siyang i-over sa duha ka, i-over ni B o i-over ni C. So we have x squared minus 5x over 2 minus 6 over 4 rather, sorry, 4 equals 0. And now, let's simplify. We have x squared minus 5x over 4 minus, hindi mo siya dyan i-divide of 2 ang duha, we have 3 over 2 equals 0. And now, what we are going to do is we need to transpose this value on the other side. So we have x squared minus 5x over 4 equals, okay, negative man siya, mo siya positive. Positive 3 over 2. So let's continue here. So karon, ato na siyang i-divide of 2 pag yun and i-square. Kaya mo itong i-add sa duha ka side. So ito pa yung taon. Let's have 5 over 4 divided by 2 square. On sa easiest way, we have to do the division of fractions. So, ato siya over 1 diha. So, ato siya i-reciprocal. So, we have 5 over 4 times the reciprocal of 2 over 1 is 1/2. Imo lang balihon para mag-multiply na lang nila. So multiply the upper and the lower values. You have 5 over 8. Nga, i-square na nimo siya. So the square, square ang mabaw is square ang ubos. So we have 25 over 64. So now, let us continue. So a while ago, we have solved that the half of letter B and its square is 25 over 64. So, ato siyang i-apply or ato siyang i-add on both sides. We have x squared minus 5x over 4 plus 25 over 64 equals 3 over 2 plus 25 over 64. And atong matanggiron ato na siyang i-factor out. Since 5 over 4 pag di ba na-get ato na kuha gani ang 5 over 8 squared. Since it is now a perfect square for this equation, so we can write as x minus 5 over 8 squared equals ato din siyang i-solve. So ang LCD now is 64. Ano 64 man? Kay mangita ta og numero or denominator nga dapat ma-divide sa duha sa ka-denominator. So 64 can be divided by 64, 64 can be divided by 2. Dito siya mataas, dito yung mubos. So, let's have this one first. 64 divided by 2 is 32 times 3, which is 96, plus 64 divided by 64 is 1 times 25 is 25. Let's copy. X minus 5 over 8 squared equals, are going to put a square on both sides. So what we're going to do, since square is a square root, we can omit them and we can write as x minus 5 over 8 equals positive negative. The square root of 121 is 11 over the square root of 64, which is 8. And now, let us continue. So we are now in the part that we have this, or we solve this. X minus 5 over 8 equals 11 over 8. And this again, positive negatives 11 over 8. Again, ano na siya, kay natin duha to answer for this solution. So, ato na siya ito sa tagsa, positive and negative. So we have x minus 5 over 8 equals positive 11 over 8. On the other side, we have x minus 5 over 8 equals negative 11 over 8. Transpose negative 5 over 8 on the other side. So we have x equals 11 over 8 plus, kaya i-transpose, mahimo siyang positive 5 over 8. So you'll get, since pareho na sila o denominator, di na tama problema. So 11 plus 5 is 16 over 8. X now is equals to 16 divided by 8 is 2. And on the other side, we have x equals negative 11 over 8 plus 5 over 8. Kaya naman, again, may transpose, may mo siyang positive. So we have x is equals to negative 11 plus 5. It's negative 6 over 8. Or you can, pwede siya to simplify into negative 3 over 4. Okay? So guys, inunahon siya pag-solve ang quadratic equation using completing the square. So, nga nang mag-complete the square mata, kay naaway mga equation nga dili pwede na ito ma-solve through factoring, through the square root method. So the other way around on solving it is this one, the completing the square. Okay? So that's it for this video. And on the next one, we can also solve a quadratic equation that cannot be solved by factoring or square root method. We will be using the quadratic formula. And that is for our next video. So watch out for that. So, thank you so much for watching. And again, please subscribe to my channel and hit or click the bell button so that you'll be notified for my next video. Thank you so much and have a good day.